Alrighty then. This is shifting a bit. We'll do that there. Because it's always different when I come into these settings and then it's different. Dang it! Dang it, John. Dang it. Alright. Hello, viewers, whoever is here now and whoever's there in the future. Welcome to the live readings with Gemini. I gotta do this pop-out chat thing, so give me a moment so I can see, because, for some reason, this piece of technology doesn't like to show the chat inside the chat box or inside the thing you. The thing you? What the hell is that? A thing you? A thingy. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right. There we go. All right. My mods are here, which is perfect. One day I'll pay you guys. This is a lie. I'm not paying you guys anything. At least not today or anytime soon. I hate that this chat box has to be popped out in order for me to be able to see who is in chat. And if I wanted to type, I'd be shit out of luck because I've put the camera on the laptop this time. Hopefully there'll be better quality with the lighting and everything like that. But anyway, mods, you can hear me, you can see me, everything's good. I'm assuming so because I saw a LOL over there coming from Anea. Oh, well, thank you very much for prompting and thank you very much for the response. So, welcome to the live for Geminis. If you guys are here as Geminis and you have a question, just go ahead and pop it into the chat. My mods will keep track of it for me. But we're going to start off with a general overview for Gemini. Why isn't my music playing? If it is, I can't hear it, and it's going to be all right. I have the windows open, so I noticed the birds more than I noticed the music, and that was a little disturbing. But anyway, let's see an overview message for Gemini. Which deck are we going to start with today? All right, Geminis. Overall for their birthday season, happy birthday to any Geminis who are here now or who are watching on the repeat. I hope you guys have an amazing birthday. You guys are the first sign since what? Almost all of 2020 that might be able to celebrate. So congratulations to you guys. Maybe you're out having a good time on your birthday. If so, I'm all for it. Let's go with the overall message for Gemini right now in their reading. Ooh, okay. Sun and Moon Tarot, it's going to be. Game Squad number 2 said to say hi. Hi, Game Squad number 2. How are they? Why aren't they here showing their support and solidarity? No, I'm kidding. All right. Oh, my God. That deck almost fell all the way to the floor. Look at this mess. So, is that an indication of what's going on with Geminis? I don't have time to reset this deck because I don't like to shuffle with things that are upside down in the deck. And now it's all screwed up, so it's just going to stay that way. Oh, they're playing Warframe. Okay. Well, I hope Warframe is good for them. But, usually I'm better at, grabbing the deck before it, gets all, haphazard like that if I have, a bad shuffle. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's see a general message and overview for Geminis during their birthday season, please. General messages and energies for Geminis at this time. Did you play Warframe today at all, Anea? Did you play with them? Well, that's good. You've been killing it all. And Nicole with the thumbs down. All right, let's see. General messages for Geminis at this time, please. Show me. Okay. Hey, the sun. Very good. And, okay. The sun and the star in reverse. So, okay. And then the flip over of the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords. All right. That'll be the message. Let's see what's going on. So, Gemini, in this general overview, what I see here, you've got the Sun card, secondary major arcana for Leo. I hope you can see that. It's a little bit of a glare, but hopefully you can see that. The star in reverse, major arcana for Aquarius, Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So it could be right now, Geminis, you're kind of looking out on the brighter side of things, or you're trying to be optimistic, or you're dealing with people that are generally of a good nature, but it's almost like if it is hollow, it's almost as if it's not true. It's almost as if it's not all it's cracked up to be. I regret not closing those windows. And I'm like boxed in, so I can't like get up and close it. So it's going to be an issue, possibly. I forgot where I lived. Lots of people like to honk their horns around here. Anyway, so the sun with the star in reverse. I feel like this happiness that's represented by the sun card, it's a positive card, it's optimistic, it's not really being daunted by anything that's trying or tiresome. It's having a lot of energy and vitality, right? But then with the star next to it, the star is about healing, the star is about, higher perspectives and intuition and all of that stuff. And I feel like this is like a disconnect. I feel as though there's a disconnect here. You are trying, or you're dealing with people that are trying to put on a brave face, trying to be happy, trying to find the best in the situation, but actually the situation or the person themselves is not actually feeling that. This is an act. It feels like this is an act. It feels like this is something that someone is doing to look good, simply to look good, to make it seem like things are not as bad as they really are, to make it seem as though they're not in any pain, any pain or any discomfort. So someone could be, and because the star card talks about healing, so someone could be sick, not feeling well. Okay, coronavirus is still a thing. I'm not going to say that's for everybody, clearly, but it could be someone doesn't want to be, this is just an example. If someone doesn't want to be, they fear being diagnosed, or they fear going to the hospital or seeing a doctor for diagnosis, they might be trying their best not to show ailment. And it doesn't have to be coronavirus. It could be anything. So it's something like that, where someone is not addressing what is lacking on the inside, and they push forward this attitude and this energy of everything's fine, everything's okay. And it's not really that way. Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords came out together. I think that someone has a lot of things they could be doing in the situation. Seven of Cups. There's a lot of options, choices, ways in which to handle things. And I hear like a trumpet. Or not a trumpet, a tuba. What the hell was that? Anyway, did you guys hear that? Anyway, the Seven of Cups, I feel like so many choices, so many options, and not really being sure what to do, and or not admitting that there are so many options. Like, there are different ways to play at something. There are different ways to approach something. And the truth of the matter is sort of being ignored. A lot of things are being ignored in this energy. I do want to clarify, because it's like throwing me off. I really don't understand this, other than to say someone's trying, Geminis or someone that they're dealing with is trying to make something that isn't so great actually look like it's great. And it's just simply not that. It is simply not that great. And the Ace of Swords with that Seven of Cups, there could be some discussions that need to be had in order to bring clarity to a situation. But I actually feel whoever is able to not speak, whoever is able to essentially control the conversation, they're not going to say anything. Oh, I regret those windows so bad. Anyway, I want to clarify this whole spread. What is this dealing with? Primarily, what is this dealing with for Geminis in their overview? Primarily, what is this dealing with for Geminis? Whoa. And that went to the floor, but I can get it. I just got to move this out of the way. Ha 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 ha. I can't wait to get a bigger desk. It's going to be so cool when I could just like easily get to things. Okay. So for some of you, it's about a romantic situation with the Two of Cups. Like, I'm not going to say third party situation, because I don't really think that's here for most, but there's possibly people are hiding feelings. Could be, okay, going back to the sun and the star being in reverse, and someone's portraying themselves as being happy, but they're actually not. That could be, falseness in a relationship. Someone could be saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, and they don't really mean that. Or someone could say, I have no feelings for you, and that's not true, and they actually do. Regardless of whether we're talking romantic love, platonic love, or, marriages or friendships, whatever, there is a connection, or there's something about a peacefulness between two people that is valued, but it's not being honored. Something like that. So true feelings are being hidden, basically. And whoever is in the know, they know. And that's the thing. Whoever knows that the situation isn't on the up and up, they're probably not going to say anything about it. They're probably going to keep their feelings hidden, whether that means they're hiding how much they care for you, or you for them, or vice versa, whatever it is. Or they're going to hide how much they don't care. Does that make sense? Like, this energy is tight-lipped. That's the core of it. Okay. All right. So that's the overview for Geminis for their birthday season, as the energies are right now. If you are a Gemini and you're in the chat and you have a question, please post it so that my mods can catch it for me, and so that I may answer it. Do we have it? Oh, you just finished. Haters gonna hate. Well, I'm glad that you were having a good time playing Warframe today. Since this deck got all screwed around, I'm just gonna try and quickly go through this. If we have anybody in the chat, again, if you're a Gemini here, thank you for coming. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff. And if you do have a question, just go ahead and pop it in the box. My mods will check it out for me. They'll let me know, because like I said, I'm trying to get this deck back in order, because, why not? Why not? What's the rush? What is the rush? I gotta say, my dear mods, I kind of want a cocktail. Is that bad? No, it's not bad. I don't even drink that much, but I really want a cocktail. In fact, I want to go out and have a cocktail. That's actually what I want to do. But, we can't go anywhere. Oh, there weren't even that many cards that were actually upside down. This is not that bad. And of course, I want to thank my mods for showing up tonight. You guys are always so dedicated and good to me. I really do appreciate it. You too. Well, I mean, having a cocktail isn't going to cure your thirst, so you could just go get some water, and then you wouldn't be so thirsty. I've got water, but I'm not thirsty. I want drink. I want alcohol. I don't know why, but I really do. All right, so we're going to go ahead and press on. Again, if there are any Geminis, feel free to, shout yourself out. If you don't have a question, just go ahead and say, hey, I'm here. I'm snooping on a Gemini, or I'm just, here to enjoy the show. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. What do I do after the general? What is I always health and wellness? No. What do I do? I'm going to have to start asking you guys to keep track of like the order in which I do these readings. I do the general. I know love is last. So do I do finances next? Work and finance, I think, is usually what I do. I can never remember. Oh. Well, yeah, we'll have to talk about that. And Nicole, I think you're right. I think it is finances. So, yeah, stop drinking if it's messing with your body. Let's go with finances and career. Yeah, finances and career for Gemini. Which deck, please? Finances and career for Gemini. Which deck? Oh, the Wild Unknown Tarot, a semi-new deck. I've seen it used, and I've used it a bit myself, but it's joining the ranks. It's joining the ranks of public tarot decks. All right, let's go. Career and finances for Gemini. Let's see some insight for them. I mean, are you, like, how much are you, also, it could be, what? Hold on. Okay. We will get to that in a moment, Jackie. Thank you for showing today. Thank you for coming out. I will tackle your question once I am done with the career and finance portion for Geminis, okay? Thank you. All right, career and finance. So listen, when you're having the crown, it might you're having it with a soda, right? It could be the soda. If you could drink it straight, maybe it would, you know what I mean? Career and finance for Gemini. I swear the music is like drowned out by the AC, the birds outside, my own voice. It's okay. All right. Ooh, that was not a successful shuffle. We're going to try that one more time. Oh, cranberry. Huh. Crown and cranberry? Really? Is that good? Career and finance for Gemini. Career and finance for Gemini. Some messages for Gemini regarding their career and finances, please. There we go. Career and finance. All right. Two that came. What is with the star card? You guys messing with an Aquarius? Star again in this deck, and then the Mother of Wands, aka the Queen of Wands. So you might be making connection in terms of business, finance, career with an Aquarius. It doesn't have to be, but it's possible. But somebody who is, or you could be embodying this energy yourself, Geminis. Someone who's like really goal oriented. Like I'm getting like somebody who like is very passionate about their work. They're very passionate about what they are creating, what they are manifesting for themselves, where they are going in life, who they're going to be standing next to. And that Mother of Wands, you see the snake is like coiled around the eggs, right? It's definitely protective energy. So if it's not you, it's someone that you're working with. In a lot of your cases, Gemini, this is going to be you. So you're very impassioned, you're very goal oriented, and you're like fixated on a particular thing. So if you've been applying for jobs, you want a particular job, or you want to work with a particular company or a particular person. If you have a certain savings goal, you are stacking your pennies, you're stacking your chips, moving towards that goal. It's like super focused, and it's almost like a dog with a bone. You're not letting this go. Star for me, I'm getting in the sense some of you might be wanting to relocate, or you might be wanting to work with someone who is a mover and a shaker, somebody who has a lot of connections, or you're that person, right? So this is feeling very expansive, meaning lots of opportunities, lots of chances, or lots of options. But because of this Mother of Wands energy, I feel like it's also laser focused. So you're actually like being super sharp and particular about what you're doing, even though you're not sort of letting certain opportunities pass you by. It's both very dynamic, but then also very stable. So maybe you're making moves and you're like developing a plan, and people don't know what you're developing. Might be a little secretive, just a tad. Let's see some more information on career and finance for Gemini, please. More information on career and finances for Gemini, please. Wait, what is this? This is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so more work, more dedicated work and effort towards these goals. You're really not shaken by any type of difficulties or troubles. Like you seem to have a plan in place for everything. Anytime there's a hurdle, you seem to know exactly what to do to get over that hurdle. If there's a door slammed in your face, you're moving on to the next door and the next and the next. And it feels like you are super ready for all shortcomings, or not shortcomings, but pitfalls. It's very crafty as well. Like this, if I'm honest, the spider kind of makes me feel it's either whoever this is pertaining to. It could be someone that you're dealing with. There's a lot of planning involved. There's a lot of like contingencies involved here. So if this plan doesn't work out, then we go with plan B. And it's just like plan after plan after plan, remedy after remedy after remedy. And I'm a little cautious, Gemini, because what does a spider do? In order to sustain itself, it has to set a trap. A web is nothing but a trap, right? So I'm cautious. I am cautious about this. You might be involved with people, or you yourself are doing things possibly a little underhanded, just a smidge, or possibly like throwing people under the bus, or if something were to not work out in your favor, you quickly are able to shift the blame or shift, offload some of the onus or ownership if things don't go well. That's smart and savvy if you're working like in a business scenario. Maybe that's like super savvy, but I gotta be honest, it feels also kind of shady. Because I don't know that you're gonna make a lot of friends with that type of behavior or that type of approach, but I also feel like you don't give a shit. Like business is not, the place where you're supposed to make best friends. Business is the place where you're supposed to make money, or you're supposed to, find a firm footing for yourself. And if you have to sort of sacrifice others or spring a trap like a spider's web and get people caught up in a trap to advance yourself even further, I feel as though you're going to do what you have to do. Eight of Pentacles is very dedicated energy. You're going to do what you have to do to get the job done. So I'm cautious because, again, it feels dismissal or dismissive. It feels as though if someone is caught in your web, or if someone has to be sort of thrown under the bus, so be it. Okay, I guess. But as far as like specific to finances, because I feel as though that's like career moves, that's like getting into a certain job or becoming the head of something, starting your own company and being kind of cutthroat about it. In terms of actual money, feels good. I don't feel loss of money. I feel, if anything, gain of money. Or sustaining what you already have. So it's good overall, but I would be cautious as to how you treat people. But if you don't care, then ignore me. All right, so that's Gemini's career and finances. And we had a question in the chat, so I'm going to go back and look at that in a moment. And then we're going to move on and answer that. See, I really want that drink. See, and by the time I'm done, I'm probably not going to want the drink. Like, I want it, like, right now. Like, I need, like, a genie. I need, like, a magic genie in my house. Genie, make me a cocktail. Or, a spouse. Okay. Let's see. All right, so Jackie had a question, and I can still see it there. So it says, Gemini here. He, in quotes, okay, he finally came back, which gave me closure. But fuck that. If I don't move if I don't move this weekend, this business thing I thought of, will I miss out? Okay, that's interesting that I did the business or the career thing, and this is sort of a question about business. So, Jackie, if you're still here, please clarify this for me. So he came back, whoever he is, and that gave you closure, but fuck that. If you don't move this weekend, you're asking, if you don't move this weekend, will the business thing that you thought of, will you miss out on that? Is that your question? If you don't move, will you miss out on this business thing? That's your question? I just want to verify that I'm reading that correctly. And while I wait, I'm going to have a sip of my water. I smell spaghetti. Someone is cooking spaghetti. And Jackie, if you're here, please just verify that question is correct. If you're not here, I'm going to go ahead and skip the question because the whole purpose would be to stay hydrated. I love how you're saying just stay hydrated. Well, actually, no, you drink water these days, I should say. It smells delicious. I'm assuming it would taste delicious as well. All right, so I'm not sure that Jackie is still here, so we're going to move on. And what do we normally do after this? Health and wellness? Geminis might have a quick reading. We might not be here for more than an hour. All right, so health and wellness for Gemini. Which deck for Geminis regarding health and wellness? Oh, yeah? Was that right? One more time. Health and wellness for Geminis. Yes, okay. I didn't want to assume. Like, this is one of my favorite decks, and so I try not to influence the decks that are chosen. But I love this one. It's so pretty. So pretty. Oh my gosh. I hope the neighbors don't come outside. I really hope so. All right, health and wellness for Gemini. Insights, energies, and messages for Gemini regarding their health and wellness. Oh, right. Oh, Jackie, you are here. Okay. Well, I didn't really get into it. So let's go back. I want to be fair. So we're going to put this to the side. Jackie, can you confirm if that's correct? How I was reading your question? Someone came back, but screw that person. You want to know about if you don't move this weekend, will you miss out on a business opportunity? Is that the question? I'm just going to sit here and shuffle this deck until we get a confirmation from Jackie. And by the way, I appreciate everybody coming out. If you're here and you would like to get a reading with me, you can find that information in the description box. If you're watching it on repeat, the information is still down in the description box. Okay? If I don't take advantage of this particular weekend. Okay, we can go with that. All right, so that deck will be used later on, I think. Okay, which Sunday is the only day of the weekend left. I can see you. I just wanted to confirm what you had asked earlier because I wasn't sure. So for Jackie, if she doesn't move this for the remainder of the weekend, will she miss out on this business opportunity? Let's see which deck, please. All right, we're going back to the Wild Unknown Tarot. Interesting that they returned me so quick to this deck. It's interesting. All right, for Jackie, if she doesn't move this weekend, will she miss out on this business opportunity? For Jackie, if she doesn't move this weekend, will she miss out on this business opportunity? That's good. They like that. All right. Let's see. Jackie, please show me. Okay, 2. Again, with the tuba out there. Hermit and the Empress. One more, please. And the 9 of Cups. Okay. So, Hermit and the Empress. Hermit, Major Arcana for Virgo, Empress, Taurus, and Libra, possibly. I don't know why, or I don't know who, but there is, as you're kind of stating already, there is this opportunity, but if you don't take it, you'll miss it. Absolutely. If something doesn't move you, whatever this move is talking about, if you're moving your home, if you're moving, I don't know what you're talking, like I assume you mean you're moving homes, right? But this turtle, this hermit, is stuck inside. So you might be in a precarious situation where you want to move, but it's very difficult. But like you said, if it's not done this weekend, it's kind of like a missed opportunity. And the hermit has shown up tucked into its shell. So this turtle isn't moving, period. Turtles are already slow, but this one is like the legs are not out, the head is not out. So I see a reluctance or an inability, either way. And it's paired with the Empress. The Empress is known to be one of the most abundant cards in tarot. So it's also a card of motherhood and fertility. And so I'm in this combination, something is very fertile, something is very opportune right next to the hermit, but it's just not a connection. It's not working. The hermit energy is not able to progress towards the Empress energy, and the Empress, being represented by this tree, is in no position to move either. So these are two stagnant energies. They're very powerful. They're very influential in your question, or in your situation, I should say, excuse me. But I don't get the sense that there's a lot of movement. So if you don't, will you miss something? Yes. Are you able to? I don't know. It feels as though you're prevented. It feels as though you're not allowed. It feels as though someone or something is purposely blocking you or slowing you down, making it difficult. Could be yourself, I don't know. But opportunity missed? Yes. 9 of Cups. That's the opportunity, or that's the thing you're wishing for, right? And it's separate. You know, the Hermit and the Empress, they came out together as a duo, right? And then the 9 of Cups came out, the thing that you desired, separate from that. So there's even more distance. I want to know more about this Empress and Hermit combination, I think. 9 of Cups is pretty simple. That's your goal, that's your desire, that's what you're wishing and hoping for. And it's just away, or it's not here right now, or it's not available. It's not in reach, right? Okay. Oh, interesting. So that's the 8 of Wands in reverse. And, oh, I was having that upside down, but I'm going to take it. So that's the first clarifier on the Hermit and the Empress, the 8 of Wands in reverse. So no communication, no clear communication. Let's say that. No clear communication. Why else is the Empress and the Hermit here, please, for Jackie? Why else is the Hermit and the Empress here for Jackie? Please show me. Why else is the Empress and the Hermit here for Jackie? The High Priestess. Okay, so something is going on with you spiritually, because both the Hermit and the Empress came out. So spiritually speaking, Jackie, something is blocking you. You might have an entanglement with another person, because I do feel like some other entity is here. Could be a singular person, could be a group of people, but there's something here that is spiritually, you're not where you need to be to do what you want to do, period. 8 of Wands in reverse and the High Priestess. 8 of Wands in reverse. There's a blockage in your intuition. There's a blockage in somebody else's higher perspective. I'm not sure who it is. With the High Priestess, we could be talking about a Cancer person, maybe a Pisces person. So a lack of communication, a lack of proper effort, miscommunication, things said out of context or things taken the wrong way. You could be on someone's bad side. They could be on your bad side. There's like a lot of shit over here. Just like a lot of bullshit over here, if I'm honest. And it doesn't make it easy to get what you want. And frankly, you have 3 major arcanas over here and an 8 of Wands in reverse. You are purposely being blocked from this for some high reason. For some deep spiritual reason, you're being blocked from this. And I get it as a no. I get it as a, you might want this. You might be pushing towards it. But the powers that be are basically saying it's not going to happen, or it's not going to happen the way you want. And there's something in there for you. I don't know what it is though. The High Priestess is your intuition, your higher guidance, and you'd have to really dive into that to get more information. Okay? So I'm sure that's not what you wanted to hear, and it's so strong. Let me show you another reason why this is so strong. There are 3 crescent moons on the 3 separate cards. Okay? Moon speaks to intuitive power, right? You see the 3 crescent moons on those 3 cards. Intuitive understanding. Something attached to your deep spiritual and emotional body is not flowing, or the people you're dealing with, it's not flowing. So there's like no progress. Absolutely none. You need to do some healing work to get out of this. But again, I don't know the context of where this is coming from or why it's here or anything like that, okay? So Jackie, I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but hopefully it did help you, okay? I will check in with the chat. All right, where are we? Your B-Day is on the 15th, and you need to move back. I want to be in your own place by then. The energy for money making available. My kids, no daycare, no babysitter sounds so right. I've been on this path for 2 years, and it's time for a change, I know, so I have until tomorrow. Oh no, I just want to shake this stagnant energy by putting myself out there. Can that not be done next weekend? Oh, wow. Okay, so Jackie, again, you've got to do some, this is Taros, and, it's not the cure-all for everything. It's not going to be the answer to everybody's problem, but get into something. Like you said, you labeled you're in some stagnant energy. You got to figure out a way to move that stagnant energy out. And I understand how moving and changing location might be what you want to happen, but if you can't literally move, you have to think of another alternative, is what that felt like as I was doing your reading. Like what you're desiring is not exactly where God, spirit, universe, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, it's kind of like you're not being guided that way, or you're not being allowed to progress that way. And I don't know why. That's for you to decide. That's for you to figure out. But it feels like the way you want to do it is not the way you're going to be allowed to do it, unfortunately. Okay. But again, use your own discernment, follow your own intuition, figure these things out, and use your best judgment for yourself. Okay. Any other questions? Dom Hater. Am I on my true life path, or what do I need to change to move forward? Okay. So Dom Hatter. Hatter, right? That would be Hatter. All right. Damn. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I am going to get into your question now. Oh, he's an Aries. I think he and I are being blocked together, but I don't care about him anymore. I know that this is true. He is in the way. Okay. Well, Jackie, I wish you luck in all of that. I mean, if you can find a peaceful resolution with a person, always go that route, okay? For Dom, or Dam, I apologize if I'm butchering your name. The question again was, am I on my true life path, or what do I need to change to move forward? Dom, can we verify? You're a Gemini, is that correct? Question for Dom. Correct life path? Question for Dom, correct life path? Ooh, is that right? That feels good. All right, Housewives Tarot deck. Oh, this deck is getting so beat up. I might have to buy it again. It's not that bad, though. It's not that bad. That spaghetti smells so good. I'm so jealous. When did I eat? Around 2? 2 o'clock? That makes sense to be hungry now. Dom, if you're still here, can you verify that you are a Gemini, please? And if you are, happy birthday. Happy birthday to all you Geminis. Again, I hope you guys have an amazing time. Oh, I was like, what are you talking about around when you were on the phone? Yeah. I think that was around 2 something. Thank you very much, Dom. Okay. So the question again, correct life path, or true life path, excuse me, or what do you need to change to move forward? Okay. Is Dom on the correct life path? Or excuse me, true life path, or does Dom need to change? What does Dom need to do to change and move forward? To change, to move forward. True life path for Dom. Is Dom on the correct life path? Or true life path? What to do to move forward? Good, there it is. Thank you. Whoa. Okay. 10 of Cups, 7 of Swords. And the 10 of Wands in reverse. Something is swollen, full, at capacity, it feels like. 10 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 10 of Wands in reverse. These came out together, 10 of Cups, excuse me, and the 7 of Swords. So, Dom, I feel as though you have possibly a pretty satisfying life, or something in your life is satisfactory. You know, the 10 of Cups is nothing to be salty about. It's nothing to shake a stick at. It's actually usually showing deep contentment in a situation. Happily ever after is another phrase that you can sometimes think of when you see the 10 of Cups. But paired with it is 7 of Swords. Paired with it is a very interesting depiction of a group of people that look happy, but then one person doesn't look so happy. So I get the sense, maybe, Dom, that you are in a situation where on paper, it looks like it should be the right thing, right? Family, job, personal finances, whatever. You might be very fulfilled socially. You might have a lot of great friends and family around you, but I feel as though just with your question alone, there's this feeling of maybe there's something missing, or maybe there is stagnancy in the situation. Maybe things are not as peachy keen as they seem. You know, the 10 of Cups is supposed to be this incredibly satisfying moment, an incredibly satisfying situation in your life. But the 7 of Swords is like, something's not right here. I mean, look at the scene. Just a group of gals having a good time together, but one of them is an agitator, or one of them is a little, dare I say, disturbed. I'm not saying that you or any, I'm not trying, but it's like a dark, it's a stark contrast. So are you on your true life path? Maybe this portion of your path is complete, because with the 2 10s, it's full. It's to capacity. There's not much else to add to it, right? Life goes in cycles. Tarot goes in cycles too. So this 10 as a completion point, twice you're being told something is already fulfilled, or you've gotten the most out of this situation that you're going to get out of it, and you might need to move on or let something go. 10 of Wands in reverse, I feel a struggle to let it go, or a resistance of letting it go. You know, when it's like this, it's kind of like, I've had enough of this. Let me go ahead and cut my losses, or let me lay this burden down. But when you have it in reverse, it's like, no, I'm going to stick with the burden. I'm going to stick with what I know. And, you know, it's counterproductive. It's stressful. It's a burden. Who wants to do that? So I don't know what this is regarding. Your family, your friends, your personal, your relationship with yourself, your spiritual relationship with self, your money. I don't know what this is involving, but on paper, it's supposed to be better than what you're experiencing. You're supposed to feel better about your situation than what you actually feel, is what I'm getting. And to other people, it looks like you should be in a very chill position, and you're not. So are you on your true life path? Probably. But does that mean your path is finished? No. Like, it's sort of like a rest stop, or it's sort of like if you, like, there might be a certain detour or a new pathway to take that is still part of your overall path. It's sort of like a river system. Like, if you look at a river from like a satellite image, they have like little branches. Like, a river is like a strong path of water, but then they have like little like cutoff points. What do you call those? Like streams or inlets, right? It's still a river, but on this side there's a stream. On this side there's a creek, and then if you go down 4 miles, there'll be like a little pond. It still is fed by the river, but there are little offshoots. Does that make sense? So I feel as though you're on your path. We all are on our paths, but you might think or may have felt your path is very narrow, and it's not, or there's not going to be phrase to it. There's not going to be, these offshoots. So I think that could be a point of confusion or just a different way to conceive of what you're experiencing. Also, going back to this thing about rivers always flow to the ocean, right? So maybe your path is bigger than what you are actually able to see or perceive or live through right now. So let's clarify. Why is the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Swords here? Because it's such an odd combination to me. Because the Ten of Cups feels pretty good. Again, on paper, it feels so good. Like, you should be cool with that. But to be paired with the Seven of Swords, it could mean that you are deceiving yourself. You are dealing with people who are deceptive. Or there's just something false on top of what is supposed to be a good situation, okay? So let's clarify the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Swords for Dawn, please. Okay. Ace of Wands popped out before I even started. So Ace of Wands, new beginnings, the start over point from the Ten of Wands in reverse. One more, please, to clarify the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Swords for Dawn. Why is that here? For Dawn, please. Clarify the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Okay. And the Six of Cups. Okay. So yeah, there's some type of significant there's like a fresh start with the Ace of Wands that actually takes you back to something from your past. Six of Cups. I feel this Ace of Wands could be an idea, a project, something creative, or a meeting with someone that feels like that. Feels like you've met a creative partner in crime, or someone who inspires you, somebody who makes you feel alive. If it involves another person, it doesn't have to, but if it does. And this person or this energy that's around you is revitalizing you. You feel younger with this person or in yourself. Something is like going back to being younger and having more vitality and feeling inspired and excited. And that is, again, not supposed to be with what the Ten of Cups has already shown, with what the Seven of Swords is. Like, I really, if I'm honest, this feels like a traditional family situation or a traditional value system. And then there's like a revision on that. There's a revision on that. So traditional family values, traditional whatever, and there's nothing wrong with it. But let's say your traditional value said to, just as an example, I'm not looking at the chat, so I have no idea what this is about. Let's say it was, traditionally speaking, you only get married once, right? And let's say you are married, but you don't want to be married anymore. So to everybody else, it looks like you have a great situation on your hands with your spouse, but on the inside, you're kind of like, I'm not down with this anymore. I don't feel that I need to be here anymore. And you want to live a life on your own. And so that becomes burdensome because people will call you selfish. People will say you destroyed a family. People will say you did all these things selfishly. But if you were to pursue this path of singlehood, which again is not the traditional thing you're supposed to do, you would be going back to this energy of being solo, vibrant, looking after yourself, caring for yourself, or being able to meet a new partner, something like that. But again, on paper, you're not supposed to want to do that because everything is fine. On the outside, to other people, it looks fine. But to you, it's like, no, it's not. And maybe, and the guilt could come from, or this feeling of uncertainty can come from, why do I feel this way? And, I have my own idea of what it means, because historically speaking, marriage is a construct is just a contract, really. And it was just look at the history of marriage in religion, outside of religion, whatever. Study what marriage is about and how we got to it in this modern point. And I think that marriage, the way we conceive of it now in the present, is sort of counterproductive to what it was originally conceived for. And we don't practice it the same way. So it's I don't want to project, but that's what this feels like. It feels like accepting other people's terms and the way people think things are supposed to be versus what you think it's supposed to be. And for me, as a reader, I've said it in all my videos that you have to live for yourself. You have to live autonomously. You have to make decisions for yourself. You can do that and not be selfish. There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it respectfully. There's a way to do it with integrity and honesty. And I feel as though you're at the brink of coming up to kind of figuring out if you're going to do that. So is this your true path? I think so. What do you need to do to change, to move forward? You might need to release some burdens. And that might shake things up, because I think people are going to say, well, why do you feel so burdened? Why do you feel so crummy? Why is this happening? I think your position, Dom, is unknown to other people. So you might want to be more expressive with what you're going through. It's kind of what that feels like. Okay. All right. Thank you, Dom, for your question. Hopefully that helped. I have no idea what was going on in chat, so I will catch up now and see. It's sort of like, being graded in a way, because I'm not looking, so I have no idea if I'm on track or not. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay. So nothing changed. Nothing. There were no comments. I was already caught up. Okay. So Dom, if you're here still, thank you so much for your question. Again, I hope it helped you. We're going to move on to, where were we? Because before Jackie and Dom, we were on health and wellness for Geminis, right? For the general collective, not anyone specifically. So let's go ahead and get into that. I'm still going to stick with the Haunted House Tarot deck. Thank you, Nicole, for keeping track of my moods. I appreciate you. And again, I appreciate you both being here. I think I'm going to have that cocktail. It's still, finances. No, I did finances. I did career in finances. I know I did. Didn't I? Yeah, because I was using the one deck and it had the spider thing in it. The 8 of Pentacles in that deck. So we're doing health and wellness now. Oh, Nicole, you almost got me tripped up. I really want that cocktail. I might have to do it. It'll be a nice way to end like a real chill Saturday, right? All right. Let's do health and wellness for Gemini, please. If there are any Geminis who have joined the chat since the last question, or you've been sitting here the entire time and you want to ask a question and it's your birthday season, go ahead and pop it into the chat. My mods will keep track of it for me. And if you like what you're seeing here, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, my friends. You guys really think I didn't do fine? I think I did. I know I did. Remember, I got to pull out. Remember, I used this deck. And I said Geminis were, or was it? Or was that related to, no, because I used the deck twice. I used it for the general reading, and then I did Jackie's question using the same deck. So there's an overlap. But I did do 2 different readings with that deck. I'm over here like this. Come on, my friends. Yeah, because because Jackie got the Hermit and the Empress, and I was talking about that. But the reading before, that Eight of Pentacles was there. The Star was there. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to trust myself over you guys right now. Don't be offended. Health and wellness for Gemini in this deck. Let's go. Health and wellness for Gemini. That's good. Thank you. I like that. All right. Health and wellness for Gemini. Please show me. Oh, my. Oh, that's 3? Wow. Okay. I'll take it. All 3 at once. We have the Chariot, Major Arcana for Cancer. The Queen of Cups, Water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And the Emperor, Major Arcana for Aries. So, health and wellness. Go see a doctor, Geminis, if you've been putting it off. Do not put it off any longer. Go see a doctor. Okay? I get the sense that some of you are in need of a check-in with a doctor, which makes sense. You know, a lot of us have been going through so much over the past several months since like March, okay, with quarantine, you know, lockdowns, essential businesses open, and that's it. And many of us staying home for so long. I'm getting the sense of just like needing to contact a doctor for your emotional well-being, your mental well-being, your physical well-being, all of the well-beings, okay? If you have been putting it off, or there's like a pressing need for some Geminis, not all, but some, to like make an appointment immediately with a doctor. Like today. It's a Saturday, so Monday, call your doctor's office, okay? And if they're closed, get another doctor. If a clinic is open, if an urgent care is open, go there. But I get the sense of like needing to go somewhere. Like you need to go, like today. And I mean, you know, if you're in a medical emergency, stop watching tarot and go take care of your medical emergency, right? So in terms of health and wellness, there's this imperative to go and see someone who is in the business of caring and taking care of and nurturing someone, getting them back to a point of wellness and health, right? But you could also be dealing with energies, you know, you might be dealing with people who discourage you from doing that, because I'm getting like there's this call within you to take care of yourself, to sleep more, to eat better, to do XYZ so much better than what you're doing, right? Like together, the Chariot and the Queen of Cups are coming in together for me as this call to take care of self, to get things under grips, or under a firm hand, and make sure things are taken care of. Some of you might need to go into a treatment program, something like that. Like you might have to go away for a while to get better, but there's this energy behind you or somewhere else in your vicinity, could be another person, who's like resistant to this. This Emperor energy is like, in some sense, it feels a little bit like, where the hell are you going? Where do you think you're going, Gemini? You've got XYZ to attend to. Or I don't think, there's like dare I say, a threat. And that's kind of crazy, especially if it's coming from another person. Like, who's going to threaten you when it comes to going to seeing a doctor or taking care of yourself? So, okay, some of you, this is like an internal thing. Some of you, this is like I'm trying to be tough, or I don't have time. Thank you. I don't have time to go to the doctor. My family needs me. My business needs me. My employees need me. I don't have time to take care of myself. And that doesn't make sense, because you can't take care of shit if you're dead. I'm not trying to be a bitch about it. And I'm not trying to be, morbid about it. But literally, if you fall sick and you end up admitted to the hospital, or you're out for several days from your job, If you had gone and gotten proper medication or care, you may have been able to skip the stay in the hospital. Does that make sense? Like, I feel as though you're pushing yourself to your limits because someone else is forcing you, threatening you, influencing you, encouraging you to do this. And it's kind of like, why? It's worse if you don't take care of it beforehand, right? Like, God forbid, like, you twisted your ankle and like it starts swelling up the next day and it becomes all bruised, right? And you continue to walk on that ankle for like a week after. You're making it worse, or you potentially are making it worse than if and you might be setting yourself up for habitual pain and habitual or prevalent pain. Then if you had gone to the hospital, gone to urgent care, been told to rest your ankle for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, versus now the rest of your life you walk with a limp because you refuse to go to the doctor. Like, that's some stupid shit. I'm honest. I'm being honest. That's some stupid shit. I don't know who would not want to go and get preventative care or treatment in order to avoid worse situations down the line. That's what this feels like. Straight up. Any other information you can give to Gemini regarding health and wellness? That's not for everybody. If you're this, in the spitting image of a healthy person, don't worry about this. But, and again, it applies to more than your physical health. This could be your mental and emotional health too. If you have been struggling, like a lot of people have been struggling under this quarantine, being in the house so often, being around the same people, not being able to get out and enjoy life, that can change a person's whole demeanor, their whole mental status. So you might just need to check in with a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a counselor or a social worker. Do it. Why wouldn't you do it? It's not for me. It's not for me to to really question. But let's see if there's any more information for you guys regarding health and wellness. Further information for Geminis regarding their health and wellness, please. Okay. See, there you are, the lovers. That's a head over a heart decision. Some of you are being really stubborn about something, or about your health, and your wellness. Some of you are being really stubborn about it, and you shouldn't be. Head over heart decision when we talk about the lovers sometimes in tarot. I haven't actually said that in a long time, but that's how it came out to me. Head over a heart decision, And I mean, this card doesn't necessarily give that impression, but it speaks to your own duality, Gemini, where you can think one thing and then think the complete opposite the next moment. And you're caught in between two states of being or mindsets. And that's what this feels like. I think part of you is wanting to be dedicated to something, your home, your family, your business, your own routine. Some of you, in a strange way, you want to be dedicated to your own mental illness. Now, what does that mean? Or why am I saying that? If you have been living in less than desirable situations for weeks or months on end, you can be conditioned into thinking that that's normal, or feeling like, well, this is what it is and this is how it's going to be, and it's just not true. So I get the sense that some of you have become used to your own depression or anxiety or any other mental or emotional thing that you're dealing with, and you kind of lump it up to, well, this is the new normal. No. There are ways in which to counteract that, to get yourself out of those less than healthy states of mind. And I think that's what you should do. But this is just advice. I'm just some anonymous person from the internet. You ain't got to listen to me. But that's what that feels like. Take care of your health. And that was 3 majors. You got a lot of majors coming up. That was 3 majors: Chariot, Emperor, and the Lovers. That's a high imperative coming from the universe. Take care of your health. Go see a doctor. Do not wait. Make the appointment today. And if it's not today, make it tomorrow. And if the office is closed on Sundays, be the first one calling at 6 a.m. on Monday to make an appointment. That's my advice. Okay. All right. That was health and wellness for Gemini. We will move on to love and romance if there is not another question in the chat. Why is this in my face? No, we're not doing that. This thing. Get out of here. Now that I do these lives on a computer, it's like all these notifications keep popping up. Anyway, if there are any other Geminis in the chat who have a question, you may ask it now. Otherwise, we're going to move on to love and romance. Why can't I drink water today? I'm like spilling it all over myself. Like a baby. Like a little baby child. What did you guys talk about? You both were not really, you both weren't really with it. Nice. All right, let's do love and romance for Geminis. Love and romance questions for or any information on love and romance for Geminis at this time. Which deck, please? Ooh. Ooh, okay. Another newbie. The newbies get a little bit of action this week, or in this reading. I like it. I like it. That's why we get new decks, so that we can do a variety. All right, love and romance for Gemini. Was that a bug? You know, this time of year, oh boy. I love spring and summer because, you know, my energy is different. I think I feel a lot more positive, but you know what I don't like? Bugs, insects, tubas. Why is there? Is that downstairs? It sounds like it's coming from outside, but it might be actually coming from downstairs. Love and romance for Geminis, please. Love and romance for Gemini. And then we're going to wrap up, and then I'm going to have a cocktail. Love and romance for Gemini. Ooh, thank you. There it goes. And let's see what we got. Love and romance for Geminis, please. Oh, first card, Justice. And the King of Wands. Anything else? Do we want more than that? One more they want. One more they say. Let's do it. What are you wooing? And the Hierophant. Okay. So, Geminis, you've got the Justice card. Major Arcana for Libra. You might be dealing with a Libra, but you don't have to be. King of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the Hierophant, Major Arcana for Taurus. Oh, you're wooing because I said I might have a drink. Thank you. I also want to woo for a drink. How's this going? Okay. Okay. Some Geminis, you know, in the collective are looking at a divorce or looking at a union, either way. But it actually feels a little bit more like a divorce because we have these two cards on either side of this King of Wands. And that Justice card can speak to legal ramifications or legal proceedings in a court, filing paperwork, filing documents, you know, setting up alimony payments and child support payments, what have you. And ultimately trying to be fair and balanced. Now, that's a very high goal when we're talking about divorce, to be fair for everybody, because, you know, often divorces are not fair or people play dirty, right? And so, you know, in your specific case, Gemini, you will know. But for those where this is a divorce, I get the sense of it won't be that easy as much as you or the other person might want it to be. It just won't be. Because the King of Wands is hitting. Interesting phrasing. I'm going to continue to say it. I was going to say the King of Wands is hitting me. Okay, so maybe some of you are dealing with that, but the King of Wands is coming to me. Is feeling like a very feisty energy. It's not a person or an energy that gives up easily, male or female, fire sign or not. Somebody who is not easily defeated. Somebody who does not take no for an answer, and they're very insistent. They're very pushy, or they're very dominant. Male or female, again, fire sign or not, there's a fight going on. Specifically for a divorce. If this has nothing to do with the divorce, which is true for many of you, right? I sense that you have met someone or you're dealing with someone in your romantic life that is not easy to get along with. They test you. They test your patience, or you them, or vice, or the pair of you together. You do it to each other. That could be the balanced element of your relationship, is that you are both very trying towards each other. You both might push each other's boundaries in a way, right? You've never met someone like this person. They've never met someone like you. You mentally, you guys might stimulate each other or challenge each other. The King of Wands is not easily anything. It's not easy in any type of way. So you may have met this person thinking it was just going to be a romp, thinking it was just going to be, a little roll in the hay, a little bit of a hookup. And it's like, no, this person like plays for keeps, or you play for keeps. And there's something very significant about this connection. If it's a divorce, that makes it even more complicated. If it's coming together, it's different because it's meant to be playful. You're getting to know each other. You're flirting. You're going out on dates, or you're doing your little Zoom dates, whatever. And it's just like, you might want them to give in and fess up their emotions for you. Fess up that you love me. Fess up and tell me that you care about me, and they won't do it. And the same towards you. They might want you to confess your feelings. Because I get the sense of, like, with justice, again, related to law, like, how when you go into a court, you're supposed to like swear on the Bible and swear you're going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, right? I get the sense of like, one of you or both of you want this confession. Tell me the truth. Swear on whoever, swear on whatever. You love me, you care for me, and this person won't do it. It's like a tug of war with this energy, whether you're coming together with someone or you're separating from someone. It's like hard to get it going. It's hard to get the result. And it could be that you both are operating from this place of principle. Hierophant, principles, morals, beliefs in what is right, what's good in the situation, what is the standard method of operation, basically. Could also be religious. The Hierophant does speak to religious beliefs, or sometimes spiritual, but more often religious. So it could be, for some of you, seeking a divorce. If you're in a traditional religion or traditional moral background, someone could be fighting you tooth and nail to not let go of a marriage when you're like, let me out of this contract, let me out of this situation. And that person's just like, no, I'm not letting you go. What can you do? I mean, you can do plenty, and I wouldn't discourage you from not trying to separate from that person, but from where they stand, when you said I do, and when we exchanged these vows, that was forever, and they meant that shit. Or this is what you're saying. So there's a dedication in some of your cases, a dedication to a marriage that is holding up the divorce. Or someone just doesn't want to give you what you want in the divorce, or vice versa. I want the house, I want the car, I want the kids. And somebody's like, I'll see you in court. I'll see you in court over all that, Jack. You ain't getting all that, So there's a fight. There's a fight to get something separated, and there's a fight to bring something together. And again, to bring it together, it could be, again, just going off of like almost a stereotype. It could be that you're dealing with someone who believes in traditional values, because again, value system, what is right, what is expected, comes from the Hierophant. So this person that you're interested in, Gemini, male or female, doesn't matter. They could just have these ideas. This is what the man does in a relationship. This is what the woman does. This is what this person does in a relationship. And that's the way it is. So it could be something as trivial as going out and paying for dinner. The man pays. And you could be like a feminist. And you were like, what? I'm going to pay. You might insist, I'm going to pay, as a female, if you were. And this man that you're dating, is like, no, no, that's not right. And it's just like arbitrary, or it seems frivolous, but you both come from this principled place of what I believe is correct, or what I'm saying, what I'm asserting is correct. Listen to me. Listen to what I say. Do it my way. And it's a fight. Doesn't sound fun, no matter which way we're going at it. It does not sound fun. It does not sound like a good time, but I feel like it's a learning place for either side, whether you're coming together with someone or you're separating from someone and severing ties. I feel that there's a lot of lessons on the line here because you've got Justice and you've got the Hierophant, Princess of Wands, more fire sign energy, aka Page of Wands. So that's learning. Pages are all students. So maybe you're in college, or you're taking college courses, or you're at this new stage in your life where you're being presented with a person and their values, and you are not expecting that this person would give you so much pushback. You were not expecting that this person would have all these different standards and morals than you do, especially if you were married to them. It's like you don't know who you married anymore. Why are you being this way? Why are you treating me this way? Two of Pentacles also came out. Pardon me. And that's that choice. That's the choice. As the the Princess or the Page of Wands, I feel as though you're making choices, Gemini, or you're faced with certain choices. You could have whatever in the divorce, but you can't have this. So you're kind of having to literally weigh your options of, do you care more about these possessions, or do you care more about this being awarded to you in the divorce, or do you want the other option? And it's like pros and cons on both sides. If you want to come together with this person, same thing. I could remain single. I don't have to date this person. I don't have to pursue a relationship with them. They challenge me in such a way that you either love it or you hate it, or you're somewhere in the middle, or you fluctuate between I love it today and I'll hate it tomorrow, and you don't know what to really make of this person. But you don't have to be involved with them. So this Two of Pentacles paired with the Princess of Wands as the clarifiers on this, I feel as though you are choosing how much to be involved in this situation, period, right? You're choosing how much to be involved, period. Do I stay? Do I go? If I stay, what are the benefits? What are the pros? What are the cons? If I leave, what are the benefits? What are the pros? What are the cons? Okay? Interesting. That's kind of weird. I don't want to say it's weird. It's just, when it comes to love and romance, that didn't feel very, very cutesy. It didn't feel very ooey gooey. It felt very stressful. So, sorry. So that is your love and romance portion, Gemini. Let's see. Is there any action in the chat? And if not, we're going to go, but let's see. I can't even see what that emoji is. Anthony Lewis, hello. Hi, Anthony. If you're a Gemini, feel free to ask a question. If not, we're going to be wrapping this up, ladies and gents. So last call, very, very appropriate since I've been on and on about having a drink tonight, and I'm going to do it. I guess we're going to play a game after this, yeah? Yeah, Mons? Are we going gaming after this? Yeah, so if any of you guys have any questions, please go ahead and post it in the chat now. If not, we're going to wrap this up with our goodbyes. Should I sing you a song? I would never do that. I would never harm you that way. Not purposely. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call this. So Geminis, I thank you guys so much for watching the live tonight. If you were here, thank you so much for your questions. If you're watching on repeat, again, thank you for your questions. If you want to get at me for a reading, you can check the description box below. Feel free to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Gemini specifically, be sure to check out your playlist for your birthday messages, your June messages. The mid-Junes are coming up very shortly, so please look forward to that, okay? All right, I thank you guys all for showing up tonight. I wish you all a happy birthday, and I will see you guys sometime in the future, okay? Take care, guys.